promised innovation, but some cars hide nightmares you wouldn't believe. Tonight, we reveal the 12 worst cars of 2026. These vehicles fail at the core. Reliability, performance, and real-world usability are disasters. Stranded owners, constant glitches, and repair nightmares await. By number 1, you'll be questioning everything about new cars. Buckle up. Curiosity is dangerous, but you won't look away. 12. Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. At number 12, the Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. A family minivan meant for safety, reliability, and efficiency. But reality hits hard. Owners discovered hybrid systems failing unpredictably, sometimes leaving cars stranded on quiet streets. It's not just a battery issue, software glitches cause warning lights to stay on, and the car sometimes refuses to shift properly. Repair bills can be surprisingly high for a vehicle in this segment. Reliability ratings hover around 26,100, and multiple recalls hint at deeper systemic problems. What was meant to be a dependable family vehicle became a daily gamble. Every trip turns into a suspense story, and even simple errands can feel like an obstacle course. 11. Honda Prologue. Number 11. The Honda Prologue, an electric SUV promising a glimpse of the future. It looks modern, sleek, and practical, but owners face frustrating realities. Screens freeze mid-drive, charging systems misread ranges, and essential features disappear without warning. Early reviews report that firmware updates sometimes make glitches worse instead of better. Imagine being on a long trip, trusting the car to get you home, only to have it suddenly misbehave. Predicted reliability is only 25,100, and countless anecdotes from early buyers highlight the constant tension of not knowing if the car will cooperate. What should be seamless EV convenience has been replaced by daily stress. 10. Kia EV6. The Kia EV6 looks perfect on paper, sleek lines, impressive acceleration, and a range that sounds promising. But beneath the hood, trouble lurks. Batteries misbehave unpredictably, software glitches appear without pattern, and range displays mislead drivers, creating anxiety over how far you can actually go. Owners report repeated service visits, and some have had to cancel trips because the car refused to charge properly. One user said, "Some days it's perfect, other days it acts like a completely different car." Predicted reliability sits near 25,100, making it one of the more stressful EVs of 2026. This is a vehicle where expectation consistently clashes with reality. 9. Kia EV9. At number 9, the EV9. It promises luxury, space, and the convenience of modern EV technology. Yet, drivers encounter electrical faults and sudden shutdowns that make reliability a gamble. Charging port failures leave people unable to travel long distances, and random dashboard errors create constant unease. For a car designed for comfort and dependability, this is unacceptable. One owner shared, "I feel like I have to babysit it on every trip." With predicted reliability around 24,100, this SUV transforms daily driving from a convenience into a source of ongoing stress. 8. Mazda CX-90. Mazda CX-90 gas, designed to merge luxury and performance. But owners quickly found engine sensors misfiring, flickering lights, and powertrain faltering during normal drives. Smooth roads become tense, as every warning light sparks concern. A vehicle that should instill confidence instead creates uncertainty at every turn. Predictive reliability scores of 23,100 reflect a troubling reality. Even established brands can produce vehicles that struggle with basic engineering. Drivers often report unscheduled visits to repair shops, making a day trip feel like an endurance challenge. Genesis GV60. The Genesis GV60 combines luxury with EV innovation, but the execution falls short. Screens freeze during navigation, climate controls fail unexpectedly, and charging ports sometimes refuse to work. Owners describe feeling constantly on edge, never fully trusting the car. One reviewer noted, "It's as if I'm driving beta software, not a finished vehicle." Predicted reliability hovers at 21,100. The promise of smooth, luxurious EV driving is replaced with stress, frustration, and constant vigilance. This is a high-end car that tests patience more than it delivers pleasure. 6. Mazda CX-90 Plug-in Hybrid. The CX-90 Plug-in Hybrid attempts to offer the best of both worlds. fuel efficiency, and hybrid performance. Yet, owners report overheating batteries, inconsistent power delivery, and miscommunication between systems. The hybrid integration creates more problems than it solves. Reliability scores near 2100 show a vehicle struggling at the core. What should have been intelligent engineering turns into a series of headaches. Drivers often find themselves checking the system, wondering if the car will respond correctly, and stressing over when the next fault will appear.
Chevrolet Blazer EV. At number 5, the Chevrolet Blazer EV. Bold, stylish, and hyped as GM's future in electric SUVs. In reality, it suffers from frozen touchscreens, erratic battery behavior, and climate system malfunctions. Owners report that even short drives can trigger warning lights or unresponsive features. One long-term owner stated, "Every trip feels like I'm testing the car, not enjoying it." Predicted reliability around 19100 confirms that this is a vehicle more likely to create stress than deliver convenience. Even trips to work or school become a challenge when basic functionality isn't dependable. 4. Rivian R1T. The Rivian R1T was built for adventure, rugged trails, off-road exploration, and bold ambitions. Yet software bugs, inconsistent electric motor performance, and climate control failures undermine its promise. Owners expecting durability report anxiety every time they drive, unsure if features will respond correctly. Recalls from multiple systems highlight systemic flaws. Predicted reliability is below 2100, proving that adventure vehicles are not immune to the consequences of rushing technology into production. What should have been excitement becomes constant concern. 3. GMC Acadia. Number 3, the GMC Acadia. Looks solid, feels familiar, but underneath is chaos. Transmission frequently jerks or hesitates, brakes respond inconsistently, and suspension noises appear under normal loads. Electrical glitches plague infotainment, navigation, and safety systems. Sensors misreport lane departure, blind spot detection fails intermittently, and dashboard alerts appear randomly. Reliability surveys place it near the bottom of mid-size SUVs in 2026. Owners report overheating issues, power steering malfunctions, and occasional engine stalling during normal driving. Drivers recount tense experiences at stoplights and highways, constantly checking if basic systems will function. One owner shared, "I worry more about the car than traffic." Even mainstream familiarity does not protect from poor engineering. The Acadia proves that standard SUVs can still disappoint heavily. 2. Rivian R1S. The R1S was meant to be safe, reliable, and luxurious. Instead, battery inconsistencies cause sudden drops in range and unexpected shutdowns. Sensors fail intermittently, leading to false warnings or unresponsive safety features. Infotainment and navigation systems freeze or reboot without warning. Climate controls malfunction unpredictably, and wiring or software errors trigger alerts that can't be resolved mid-drive. Reliability ratings suggest this SUV struggles even during normal use. Owners report transmission hesitations, electric motor glitches, and random system failures during daily commutes, making the car feel unpredictable. A vehicle intended for freedom and safety turns each drive into a stressful, anxiety-filled experience. 1. Dodge Hornet. Finally, the Dodge Hornet. Sleek styling, sporty looks, and heavy marketing promised excitement. In reality, underpowered engines struggle with acceleration and hill climbs, the transmission frequently jerks or hesitates, brakes respond inconsistently, and suspension creaks under normal loads. Interior materials fail quickly, panels rattle, and cheap plastics crack. Electronics glitch constantly, infotainment freezes, climate controls malfunction unpredictably, and sensors report errors randomly. Reliability scores fall below 2100, and owners report constant issues from drivetrain to wiring, battery, and software faults. Every mile becomes a gamble. One frustrated buyer said, "I expected fun, but I got headaches." The Hornet isn't just disappointing, it's a warning about what happens when hype outpaces engineering. There it is, the 12 worst cars of 2026. From hybrid nightmares to EV disasters and mechanical failures, these vehicles prove that not every new model deserves the road. Which of these shocked you most? Comment below. If you want more hard-hitting truths about cars and their hidden failures, subscribe. In 2026, some cars should stay in showrooms. Now at least, you know which ones. Remember, behind every sleek advertisement or glowing review, there can be hidden issues waiting to surprise owners. Paying attention to reliability, user experiences, and recurring complaints can save money, time, and frustration. Always research before you buy.